everybody just launched. Bang, bang. Say, what's this about? So, I know that your foundation just launched a $5 million fund for 5 years to support 1,000 SMEs. So, we want to know more about it from the horse's mouth himself, because, it is you, it is your foundation. So we want to know what this is about, and want to know how people can apply, to access this.
Beautiful.
Grant.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. So for the past 15 years, the Steve Actel Foundation, it used to be called Infinity Foundation. We work with orphans, with kids. We have a bursary program. Every year, we try to send hundreds of kids to school. We've currently done more than 5,000 kids that we've sent to school. Then during COVID was when the issue of support for entrepreneurs started. So we started with some 500,000, some 1 million. So we did, I think, we had about 5 winners, the 2020. During COVID time, we started 500 to some people, 1 million to some people, support their businesses in different field. But we just now felt, why not, since we already have a project of building 25,000 green and smart home. As people are buying those properties from us, why not just dedicate an amount to support SMEs? So we came up with this project where in the next 5 years, we'll be giving 1,000 SMEs $5,000 each. So, but it's going to be a gradual progression. So 2022, we'll be giving 2 every month, making 24 SMEs. 2024, we'll be giving 4, making 48. Then 2025, we'll be giving 10, making 120. Then 2026, then that ends by 2027. So by 2027, we will have given 1,000 SMEs $5,000 grant each. So like I said, it's tied to the housing project we're doing. GTEX Homes, our housing company is in charge of this. So as we're selling houses, we're selling land. A portion goes into supporting smaller businesses who are not as big as our own. And what we've also decided to do beyond just monetary support, I have been running this company for over 15 years. We're now in Dubai, we're in US, we're in UK. So I will also be providing mentorship. In fact, some of them will be getting access to my Stephen Akita University, where they're going to be learning from me, Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, Brian Tracy, Les Brown. Many also will be given opportunity to, if they don't have office space, they can use some of, we currently have about 8 offices in Nigeria, and we're opening more. So they'll also be able to use our offices and be entitled to some support in terms of how to grow their business, as well as marketing as well. I have over 1 million people across all my platform. So as we begin to talk about this project, many of them will also get support, get their business out there. I remember one of the former winners during the COVID period. She said the support she got, the marketing, the exposure was even more than the 1 million naira we gave her, in the course of being part of that competition. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. So, Star, very quickly, just the tail end of the question. How, for those that want to apply now?
Beautiful. So to apply, you want to go. Please, it's important to know that don't solicit. So sending a DM to me or sending WhatsApp message to me will not work. We have a team of professionals who are in charge of this. I'm not even in charge. So you want to go to www.StephenAkita I'm going to type it so that Mr. Macaroni will pin it. www.StephenAkintayoFoundation.com. Foundation. So in the month of, we have various categories for the grants. So I've just typed it. You can help me pin it. So in the month of January, we did the agriculture version. So the winners, next week we're going to be advertising the top 50. So the concept, you go to the website, you apply, top 50 ideas will now be uploaded. Their 1-minute video will be uploaded to my Instagram and the foundation Instagram. So the top 10 that gets enough engagement, right, in terms of their idea, their business, will now be invited for the top 10 for a Instagram live like this. We'll be bringing some professional in that field, like in the agriculture sector. In the 3rd week in January, we'll bring a top person in agriculture, myself, my team, and one by one they will pitch. So the best 2 ideas will now be given $5,000. The presentation of the 5,000 will be done on my birthday, January 28th, for the one of January. So in the other months we have, yes, in the other months we have manufacturing grants. We also have, because like I said, every month different field. We have renewable energy for those who are into renewable energy. We have the entertainment, young entertainers version of it. We also have the, let me see, I'm trying to read directly so that from the banner. So when they go to the website, they will see the various categories of the types of industries. So you can just apply for your category. But let me also state here, what we are looking for is businesses that are using technology and SDG to accelerate their business. So if you are using tech and you are also focused on the sustainable development goals by UN in terms of the concept around your business, you are the ones we are looking for. So we have the research and development grants. We have the grant for African women in business. We have the renewable energy grant. We have the grant for waste management and environmental protection. We have the mobile for urban development grant. We have the young artist grant. We have the climate change research grant. We have the sport grant, social inclusion and infrastructure for Africa. So those are the 12 categories. So every month we pick a sector. January is strictly for agriculture. So we had over 1,000 applicants for January. So the team is selecting the top 50. Next week they will be uploading their pitch video to my page. And then the top 10 that gets more engagement will now be invited for an Instagram pitch session. And then we'll select the top 2. Yeah.
Amazing. Hold on, sir. Someone commented, because I think they're already checking the website and some are already going through. And someone said, is it that it is .org,
it's
not .com?
I think it's .com. It's .com. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay. So I want to ask you something very quickly. But before I do that, Dr. Stephen, I'm talking to my people now following us and watching. Dr. Stephen has told us his birthday. Who remembers? If I'm looking for the first 2 people, once you remember like this, I'm just freaking your account. Those the first 2 people. He has told us his birthday because me, I remember.
Can I also apply?
So once I see the first
can
2
I also
comments,
type?
I'll just. No.
I want my account to be freaky.
Okay, I've seen the first person. Okay, I've seen the first 2. Every celeb _1 and Gen 2 G Cole. You guys have 20K each. Don't worry. That's 4 people. Look at the right hand down before I will go and announce more freaky way past my power. So that's 4 people now. Don't worry. Like I said, it's an interactive session and you have to pay attention because at the end of the day, what Dr. Stephen is trying to do for everyone is to create more opportunities, more an enabling setting, an enabling environment where, so as he's doing well in his field, he won't stop there. He's also doing his corporate social responsibility, and he's saying, look, we they try, we don't they try, you know. So why not? You make myself come. This is how you can also proceed in. This is how you can be doing well also. So thank you again. Thank you once again, Dr. Stephen. I just want to ask. I want to ask you. Is this grant now? Is it just for startup, or is it for existing business owners? And also, is there a limit to how many people that can apply for this grant?
Well,
so is it 3-in-1 question? Is it just for existing business owners, or startup? And is there a limit to the number of people that can apply?
Absolutely, it's for young businesses, right? And when we say young businesses, we're looking at business, because if your business is already big, you really don't need a grant. And we want to encourage that people don't play greedy, right? We that we're also trying to give grants. It's not as if we have all we need. You know, Mr. Macaroni has been to all my estates. He knows how we're also looking for money to expand, right? But when you do, you know, when you understand that out of the little God has given you, you can still support somebody, right? I think that's the concept. Somebody says .org. So whichever is the website, whichever one works, you can go for it. Whether it's .org that work or .com, anyone that works, just use it. Okay. But back to the conversation, we want people who really need it. You have a really innovative idea. You've started. Also note that it's also going to be for those who have started, because everybody get idea. Now the first person will execute them. Now you get brain. So it has to be that you've started it in whatever small way. It can't just be that, oh, I have idea. That has not been tested. But it's that you've started already, and you are, you know, you just some little token to. I mean, you know that with a 3-point-something million, you can accelerate it. You can, you know, scale it to the next level. Those are the kind of people that should apply. Not that your business is already big and you just want free money.
Exactly. Okay, great. Okay, thank you so much. Then I want to ask now, you know, because you have mentioned that this January they're looking for agriculture. The area is agriculture, particularly. Now, and moving on to, there will be the other areas such as tech, SDG. So I want to know, for those watching, for those that do not have experience in the area of tech or SDG, you know, how can they also grow their personal finance, especially in this 2023 that we just entered?
Very true. I honestly want to advise entrepreneurs. By the way, how many of you are entrepreneurs here? If you're an entrepreneur, you own a business, self-employed or not, just type, I'm an entrepreneur. I want to advise a lot of entrepreneurs watching us that the data is showing that 2023 will be a tough year, generally and globally, right? Because, you know, the recession that was almost happening in 2022 is going to be more intense. Nigeria experienced high level of inflation last year. And so this year, my advice to entrepreneurs is to also find a way, one, to become investors, two, to find strategies to be dynamic in their sources of income. Right? What are the other ways you can create extra passive income from what you already do without necessarily being distracted? How do you monetize the talent of your skill? I, for example, have written 37 books. I'll be launching another 3 books on my birthday, right? And my business really didn't grow to the next level until I structured my personal income to a point where I don't need my company's money, right, for me to live a decent life. Now, whether GTEL does well or not, I will do my vacation. I can afford the best lifestyle because I now have multiple books bringing money. I coach, I make money from that. So I have around my skill alone, I have almost 10 ways money is coming in, right, on a consistent basis. Aside waiting for the business, because what has happened to most entrepreneurs, for first startups, everything is on the business. So if something happened to the business, boom, even your own personal life is now affected. You know, everything is just scattered, your whole family income. So this year, you want to begin to say, what other ways can I, even from your failures? Sometimes people think that books have to be about your result. The challenges you faced in business, you can write a book about it. But you want to find other means of, by mentoring other younger ones in your business. For example, we're in one of our estates, and of course, the normal area boys, everybody came. And later I call all of them together. You guys, look, I'm not a politician. When we come, we want to develop the city. You guys will come and wanting money for Igbo and all manner, right? Don't you have a skill that you can do so that we can empower you? Because if I give you money now, the next time again you need another one. Right then, one of them say, exactly. One of them say, I'm a comedian. And so, yeah, do your comedy. And it sounded quite funny. So I said, yeah, which comedian can I link you up with to mentor you? He said, Mr. Macaroni. So I told Farouk, I said, Farouk, get his number, link him up with Macaroni. I hope they linked him up anyway. I said, Macaroni can always feature you in one of his skits. Who knows? That could be, the way to step up to the next level. So even as a businessman, you can create a mentorship platform and charge a token fee. And that becomes another source of revenue for you personally aside your company. So I think this is very important. Also, it's important for the investment I talked about. What are the various investment vehicles? Low risk, mid risk, and high risk. Some of you are entrepreneurs. You don't even have insurance. You don't have a life insurance. Jesus is your insurance. Allah is your insurance. There are certain programs you can put together. Every month you are putting something into it. If anything happens, emergency, your health fails you, they can release certain money. All these rich people you're seeing, all these big entrepreneurs, they have that, including your Bill Gates. Richest man in the world still has a life insurance. That if anything happens in emergency, they can release funds for him to immediately take care of him. These are low risk. And some of these insurance program, by the way, I don't have an insurance company, so I'm not marketing you to do insurance with me. But I'm just giving you strategies some of us have used. Some of these insurance programs, when people still say they will be giving you 5%, 3%, 4% every year. I have one that I do, right? Now that I'm putting every money on it, I have lifetime insurance. If anything happened to me, the insurance will release over $200,000 immediately for treatment, right? Meanwhile, even if nothing happened to me, every year I'll be getting 5%, right, of the total value of that program, right? So these are things business owners can start doing that goes a long way, even for your children, right? Why wait and say, I'm a businessman, I will always get the money to pay school fees, right? Why not start a college fund? I have a college fund for my kids. Every month we throw in something there. So by the time they say, okay, daddy, I got scholarship to Harvard. Harvard now, as of today, is average of $150,000. It keeps increasing for you to send your child to Harvard University. Okay, now if you really didn't plan well to raise $150,000, even if the child is brilliant enough to get it, to raise $150,000 might not be that easy. You don't know. Business is always fluctuates. Today it's good, tomorrow it may not be as rosy as it used to be. But if you have started a college fund for your children, 10 years later, 20 years later, you know what it will be worth. Right? The same thing with even investment for your children as well. There are certain lands that I am buying today. They are for my children. That land, I'm not planning, that area is still not developed. But I have seen that government projects will move there. I bought some land in Ikorodu long ago. When I looked at the map of Lagos, I saw that some of the projects we passed there, train line, Fort Milan Bridge, they just announced now that Fort Milan Bridge will be passing in front of my estate. And meanwhile, I have over 50 acres there. and I bought that land over 7 years ago.
Wow.
Right? So these are strategies that people can start. You see, this concept of building wealth is not magical, it's not overnight. It requires pure wisdom, step by step, gradually, one level upon one level. You will build wealth for yourself and for your children's children. And let me also say this, because this is very important that I say, that we must understand that when it comes to business, there's no insurance, there's no guarantee. Business is risky. One of the major mistakes we make in Africa, we scare ourselves from investment. The day you hear something happen negative, say, this is why I don't believe in investing in Africa. Nobody will come and develop Africa for you. All these nations that have developed also have problems. We know how many shooting happened in America last year. People just go to the mall. Before you know, one crazy guy starts shooting. So the reality is that business is risky. The only way to minimize the risk is get a mentor who already have results in the area you are trying to invest to guide you. But risk is risk. And stop doing pity party with people who always tell you that, I told you. I remember at a time when I started this real estate business, I lost 120 million in Nigeria trying to buy property. I'll pay for the land. The day we want to start work, the youth will come out and say, who did you pay to? I will mention. They say, the person has not paid us, so you can't do anything on this land. And I will move to another place. The same thing will happen. I will never forget it. I remember saying to my friend, I said, you will not tell anybody about this story. Because if you tell them, they will discourage you. And all the money you have initially invested, you have lost, will just be lost forever. I said, this money, let me consider this 120 million as school fees money. I have learned a few things now about how not to be buying land from Omonile. Okay? Now that I've learned, I'm not giving up. And I went back again. Today, we have billions in assets in real estate in the same Nigeria. We have also invested, diversified to Dubai here, into UK, into US, right? But if I decide to come on social media, say they just scam me 120 million, everybody will now come and be saying rubbish. People who already are never interested in building their own wealth, they are looking for who to discourage, who to join them in the school of no future ambition, no investment ambition. You too, you now join. And you say, they don't advise me. May I never invest again. Well, I remember saying this on the free show when he was saying that his wristwatch brought more returns than real estate in Nigeria. I said to people, I said, he already has his own, the house he lives in Nigeria is his own. If you like, go and copy him. You that you don't have one land, you've not done anything, right? That the free show is talking about, wristwatch brings more. You too, you join them. Continue. You know, some of the people you want to be comparing yourself with, you are not at the same level, right? So some people can come out and talk what they want to talk, but they are not. You are not at the same level. You know your story. You know your lane. Yes. Somebody, for example, is saying don't invest in Nigeria, but the person is living in US. You already have bought property in US. You that you are not in Nigeria, you are saying, my uncle said we should not. Oga, it is where. Exactly.
Bro, it's not in Nigeria now.
Exactly. So use some brain.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Jesse. Thank you very, very much. One thing I'm going to take away from this particular one is that there are a lot of people that are there to discourage you. So it's either you focus on what you have to do. Understand that these people that might even be discouraging you have secured one land somewhere, or they have secured one now. So, and that one is just there. They know that they are okay. So, because they also don't want to belong to the club. So, thank you so much. But now, talking about business, and seeing that you are here, we are having this conversation. And of course, this is not the first time I've been having a live interactive session with you this way. And I know very well about GTEx. I've done adverts for GTEx I have come to GTEC's opening land, this, that one, and I know the value that GTEC carries. You understand? So I want to know, there are some people watching here now that would even want to, since we're talking about business, that want to know, okay, what if they want to tap into your business, any business that you do, for instance, this GTEC real estate, they want to buy, maybe they want to buy land, they want to buy proper houses, or they even want to invest. How do they go about it?
Well, thank you for that question. GTEC Homes, the company we started, GTEC Holdings now, 15 years ago, and 7 years ago, we expanded into real estate. So we do real estate here in Dubai, in the UK, and in the US. But we also do real estate in Nigeria. We have land. We just launched our 1,000 housing unit project, where you can pay small for even up to 3 years for your house. Is an off plan. As you pay, we gradually start building. We own the land 100%. We're starting construction from March this year, but it's an off plan. Off plan means that we've not built the house yet. As you pay us, we start paying you to build. And I will tell you the reason why you should appreciate companies like ours. A lot of the companies that you see, that before you know it, they've already even built 1,000 houses, they say you come and buy. Some took loan. And we all know the climate of Nigeria, right? If anything happens and they default, including you that you have already fully paid them, right? You just hear Amcon took over the entire estate and your house is gone. So one of the things GTS had to do is to say, in Nigeria, one loan will not take. One loan. So that as you pay us, we use your money, we build. That way, people's investment is secured. It's not as if one day the bank will say we didn't pay them. They will say they sold the loan to Amcon. Amcon will come and take over the entire estate. And it has happened to several of our colleagues. It has happened to several of our colleagues in the real estate sector before. So we said the concept we'll use for this 1,000 housing units is we'll give you up to 3 years to make payment. Also, because some people don't even have bulk money to pay all at once. So they can be paying small, and as they pay, we build the house for them. So you can always reach out to our team and we'll give you support. Just send a WhatsApp message to +234 81 88 111 999 or email info@gtexhomes.com, info@gtexhomes.com. But I would like to say that if you need to be specific about your budget. You can't pin it. You need to be specific about your budget. You need to also be specific where you want to buy. Do you want to buy property in Dubai? Do you want to buy property in the US? Do you want to buy property in the UK? Or do you want to buy property back at home? It's up to you which one. Because some of you will say, oh, I don't trust Nigeria again. No, we do outside Nigeria as well. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So we do property outside Nigeria as well. So if you say I don't trust Nigerian property, oh yeah, we do in the UK. I don't trust UK, we do in the US. I don't trust US, we do in Dubai. I don't trust Dubai. Oh, Nick caution.
But where do you not trust?
Exactly. Oh, Nick caution. And secondly, state your budget, right? But a lot of time people will just say, I want to buy property. Because we have this large portfolio, it's your budget that will help us to know which one to advise you to go for. So if you don't state that, this is what I have. I've seen people like that say, give me property. I want your estate. Let me see, 4-bedroom in Dubai. Then you not say, he said, do you have a budget? I said, no. Just show me. Say, sir, we can't go ahead without budget. Only when you now say, they now said the budget, Mr. Macaroni, you won't believe it. They will tell you, well, I'm looking at $2,000. $2,000. In Dubai, for example, if you don't have at least $400,000, you can't even buy a studio. You can't even buy a studio here in Dubai, right? So let's know your budget. Let's know your budget. If you know your budget, we can then advise you. Yes, $400,000 average. I mean, the ones that you are the owner for life. There are this scheme they run where you are actually sharing the apartment with others. Those ones are cheaper, but that one is not your house. So don't fall for those kind of stuff. This one, buying a house here in Dubai that is your own for life, right, is the one we're talking about. Of course, if you are a resident of the UK or US, you can always pay just 10%, 20%, and you can buy your house. But the reality is also that every country has an advantage, has a disadvantage. In Dubai, there is no tax. There's no real estate tax. In the US, in the UK, there's real estate tax. So again, that's also why you should give us your preferred location and your budget. We will now guide you to say, okay, this is the advantage if you are doing US compared to UK, compared to Dubai, compared to Nigeria, right? So that's ultimately how it works.
Yeah. Amazing. I saw someone say, Mr. Macaroni said, shout. Why I don't go shout? Una the year money. If Mr. I say, oh yeah, put your account number here. I want to send you 100,000. Don't go shout. Now so now, when you see what you pass you must shout. So that blessing can locate you.
But 400,000 property here in Dubai is even small in studio. I have one for you, Mr. Macaroni. It's $46 million. It's on my page. It's on the property is on. Let me explain the property for you so that you understand it. The property is on the one island. Like you have it's on your own island. You have your own entrance from the Indian Ocean. Not just that, the entire furniture is done by Bentley, the makers of Bentley cars. Your bed, your car, everything is Bentley, done by Bentley. So it's a massive mansion, right? Customized. The people, your neighbor is the king of Saudi Arabia, or a lot of these very wealthy people. Just $46 million.
It is well.
Just.
Baba, this money where you call, this money you are calling, there is God. With them, one day, amen, we go this year. But for now, make I relax for lucky year where I relax for. Make I just try to relax. So as we continue to grow, when I say, oh, Dr. Stephen, I'm fine. I need that Dubai house. I need that US house. And of course, all of you here too, watching and working, because I always tell people that you can not only be hoping and praying to God, you must also be doing something. So for me, what are you doing? Even if God wants to bless you, even if luck wants to shine upon you or grace wants to locate you, you must be doing something that grace will not say, you are blessed, carry on. So as long we continue to do something by God's grace, I pray for everybody when they watch you.
But whenever you come to Dubai, even if window shopping, you can't do, because there's something called law of attraction, right? As you enter the house, you see, supernaturally, you are attracting. When you, and I've been saying this to a lot of people, you need to start liking good things. Go and see good things. If you know if you afford the latest Jaguar, but go to where they sell brand new car. Ask them how much. Enter the thing, test them, come out. It's a matter of time. One day you'll be able to afford it. And it's the principle. Even those of us who are here, the first set of estates where we buy, should be Atonta. one bush for there. But today now we buy estates in Dubai, in US, in UK. We buy property all over the world. But you start somewhere, and you start by law of attraction. And I agree with you. As long as you are doing something legitimate, you're working hard, one day you'll be able to afford it. It's a matter of time. Absolutely.
Yes. So, thank you very much, Dr. Stephen. Before I let you go, let me just quickly ask you one or two more questions, for my people. And I don't forget to now, all of you that have been disturbing me, Mr. Macaroni, this one, that one. And I've also seen one or two questions as well. So, as a coach, a life coach, financial coach, I want to know, especially because a lot of people are enjoying this session and they want to tap from your wealth of knowledge. So what advice would you have for those watching you right now, maybe business owners or employees that don't even have, like, they're just employees working for someone? What would you advise them to do differently this 2023?
Well, for those who are employees, we've covered those who are business owners. If you're an employee, my advice to you is that in 2023, you need to cut your clothes according to your material, not according to your size. You can be as chubby as daddy were, but your clothes is not as chubby. So cut your coat according according to your material. I remember some years ago, the money that was left, it was January. The money left was either to pay salary of staff or to pay my son's school fees. Because I didn't want the company to collapse, I had to pay staff salary. And my son sat at home for that time. I remember people asking my wife, kilo your money go school. My wife said, don't come on, be not all this correct jealousy. They're not teaching them much. We just said they should grow old a bit. Meanwhile, she couldn't tell them the real truth that we didn't have the money. But today, the story has since changed. We are not where we used to be again. So first of all, cut your clothes according to your material. There are some of you who send children to school you can't really afford. You see, life is in phases, men and sizes. You don't need to put yourself under undue pressure. My children now attend the best school in Nigeria. The same me that couldn't afford one child to go to. It was even is it crèche they call it then, or not crèche self. Today they are 3 children and they attend the best schools. So life is in phase. There's a phase to cut down. There's a phase to reduce your bills. Don't put yourself under and say your children are wearing the same clothes. Those same children who are wearing the same clothes would go on vacation all over the world. Is in phases. Life is in phases. Don't let anybody put undue pressure on you. If you need to cut back from 3 cars to 1 car, do it. When I started buying land in Nigeria, I was still driving a Toyota RAV4 one thing. I mean, every time it will pack up, people will insult me, claim that I'm even a realtor, I'm selling real estate, and yet I'm driving jalopy. But I knew that it was a long-term vision. It was a long-term project that I was doing. Today now, the same people who saw me driving bad car are seeing me living in Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Right? So it's the same, your head, they catch late comer. Your head will suffer, right? Now you go still enjoy. And the same people will mock you. Now them go still come congratulate you, say, God don't change your life. So first of all, don't put yourself under any pressure. Your principal goal should be that at least 20% of your earning that you say is still not enough should go towards savings. Save it. Because sometimes when we talk about this real estate, Mr. Macaroni, we have some of your people too who will reach out. And then you say, I want to invest. We say, okay, how much do you have as a budget? They say 200,000. Or that 200,000 can't buy a house. Why not build a culture of savings? For you to become an investor, the first point is to become a saver. Save money, right, towards investment. Put it in a place you can't touch it. You can open a fixed account with your bank. Don't touch the money until it grows to a level. Once it grows, and I say this to people often, do not save for the sake of saving. Save for the sake of investment. You know, I tell people that saving sometimes can be savings account, because your bank is not even giving you any interest on those money you are keeping. Because some people now get addicted. If you check some people's account now, right, you will see 10 million there, 50 million, 100 million, doing nothing. You are a fool, because the bank is not even keeping your money. Your bank has decided and invested in your bank, has given you to real estate company like us, right? And they are collecting interest, and they are not even giving you any interest on your own money. On your own money. So look at what's going on with the CBN and all the arguments CBN has been making over you cannot withdraw money, you cannot withdraw money, you cannot withdraw money. In fact, there was a time CBN said they will sanction banks for not giving out loan, literally forcing bank to give out depositors money, that they must give out a portion. You know, I think the CBN said they should give out up to 80% of depositors' loan to people to go and do business with. So these are realities here that you guys need to face, that your bank is still giving that money out. So why not look for reasonable investment opportunity? Now, people will tell me, but what of people who have done investment and lost their money? Yes, those people were greedy. Number one, and I've shared it on this page before, always learn about the knowledge of investment before the investment itself. Because if you don't learn about the knowledge of investment, Mr. Macaroni, you may even do an investment that is good, and somebody will just say something. Nigeria is no longer working. Because you don't even understand how investment work. For example, I've been telling people, I say, if your brain corrects, the best time to invest in real estate in Nigeria is now. Because if a new government comes in and is a good government, you know, what will happen is that Nigeria economy will get better. And the implication of the economy getting better means value of things like real estate will go up. So the same property you are even saying that is expensive now, if the economy gets better, it will go higher. We know how it's during certain economy, right? That I'm not going to mention it so that I won't turn to a political talk. We know certain governments in Nigeria where some properties in Abuja, we know how much it was going for, right? When the economy started doing anyhow, all those property value went down. So what smart investors, you buy when the thing crash, you sell when the thing goes up. Meanwhile, you are listening to idiots who have not even invested themselves, who are not ready to invest. They don't even have the money to invest. They are looking for people to join the club of no future investment. And you are joining that to say, so other person said this other person said that, oh, this other person, this person said we should be careful, that they are just coming. And so if you love hearing negative news in 2023, you won't go far. You won't go far. The year I started in real estate, you know, commercially, was 2015, when the former US ambassador to Nigeria said Nigeria will scatter. That the data has shown him that it's that same 2015 that Nigeria will divide. 7 years, 8 years have passed now. Nigeria is still not divided. What if I did not invest that 2015? Right?
Exactly.
Today now we'll have been talking of story of I will have bought some land cheap, but you know, some of those land I bought 2015, Mr. Macaroni, some of those land I bought 2015 for 500,000, 750,000. Today they are going for 15 million. That Mr. 15 million naira. If I did not buy income, And I said, you know what people are saying? There's the Google said Nigeria. So I tell people business is risk. And please get me well. There's risk in buying real estate. There's risk in buying crypto. There's risk in buying forex. There's even risk in doing betting.
Exactly.
How many of the betting you did last year even worked?
Yes.
Right? Exactly.
We'll enter.
So there's risk. There's even risk in not taking risk at all. Okay. So do something this year. It's a new year, so do something.
Yes. So do something, guys. Do something this year. So, sir, if I get you correctly, you know, from one or two things you've just mentioned, even if you don't have millions, even if it's small something you can afford, you're advising, you're saying you can start small, right? Like they can start small. They don't need to start big if they cannot afford that big at this time. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A lot of people have been saying thank you, DSA. In fact, any small thing, this is so insightful. This one, that one. So I know a lot of them. A number of them have been asking how they can get more of these insights. You know, what can they do to? How can they connect? You know, they want to get more of this exposure. So what can we do to get more of this coach? How can we get a coach like you?
A coach like me, just like Mr. Macaroni, you know, is expensive. Nothing of value, you know, comes for free. Everything of value has a cost implication. So I try to coach people. But one of the things I've decided to do this year, to start the year, is a personal finance webinar. And the webinar, we're going to be looking at some of your best options when it comes to investment this year. How do you look into these arrangements that you and your, you know, friends are giving yourselves? Right? It's not everybody that is suffering. It's a wrong mentality. There are people who are doing well. And it's not everybody doing well that stole money. It's not everybody doing well that is a thief or that is a politician. I remember, and I had to even be sharing with people when we started this bursary. I've been doing this bursary for 15 years. We'll be helping people the best way.
Insights, you know.
Yes, so I'm doing
people that want to have a life.
Yes, so I'm doing a webinar on Sunday, 15th of January, and I'm going to be breaking down concept of investment, because one of the things I tell people, before you invest in anything, get the knowledge first. Understand what is investment, know what you're going into before you put in your money and then start playing victim, which we love to do in Africa. You know. So what I've done, the webinar is $250 per person to attend. It's a 3-hour session with me, but I'm giving all your participants today, if they use a code, to attend the webinar for free. So I'm posting it now. Yes. Wow. So you can help me.
I thought you wanted to say slash the price.
Free. So you can help me pin it. I just posted it, www.stephenakitela.com/personal finance. Then you need to use the code birthday0. It's my birthday, so I'm in a generous mood. It's my birthday month. Wow. So make sure you use the code. If you don't use that code birthday0, it will charge you $250. So straight up. So when you go to the landing page, you will see where you will see coupon. So in that coupon place, then you type birthday0, and that will give you 100% discount. You'll be able to attend for free. But you have to use that code tonight. By tomorrow, it won't work again. You have to pay the money.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So another year, please. You see, there's nobody here can even say you have not seen giveaway to collect like this, because no giveaway past this one. Something of $250, they don't say free of charge. $250 is how much in Naira, I beg. If you answer me, make I quickly give the person something. How much is $250 in there? Well, no answer because different answers will come up now. But they say $250 in
It
Naira is how much?
depends. If you do at the rate of 700, that's a little over 150,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you will not see now. They say don't give now over 150,000. Meanwhile, me now 20K they share for that. But you know, say DSA for here. See me for here. I see the
That's not
I
true.
see they come up.
Mr.
So,
Macaroni that freakies all the girls in Lagos. 1 million. You know, I have not,
no,
even
that
me,
was
I have
our
not
audio now.
gotten
That
to that
audio.
level.
That was
I've
our
not
audio.
gotten to your level. Even me, I've not gotten to your
So
level.
guys, please, DSA said you have to use the code today. Make sure, just as we finish this live video, make sure you go and register. Use the code BIRTHDAY0 so that you can get access to the webinar for free of charge. That is his birthday gift to everyone that has joined this live video and is still here till now. So just go. You will get a lot of lessons, different insights, advice on what to do, how to do this, how to do this. So just maximize this opportunity, and you will be doing well. I have just one or two more questions so that we wrap it up. So this webinar, sorry, the date is that this one on your birthday?
No. My birthday is 28th of January, but the webinar is before my birthday, 15th, Sunday 15th of January. Sunday 15th of January. Yes, Sunday 15th of January. It's a global webinar. You can attend from anywhere in the world. And the conversations are going to be global. Opportunities, global investment opportunities, how to structure your finance this year. It's a new year, and you need the wisdom. You need a coach. I tell people one of my biggest secrets in business is having coaches. And it has saved me headache. The growth of your business is a function of who is your coach, who is your mentor. And you must start the year having a coach. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make. Look at the Igbo man strategy, right? You go and serve somebody for 7 years. After that, he sets you up. That strategy is now being studied even in Harvard because it's the best way to go far. Trying to do it on your own means you have to go through trial and error. Some people say that only fools learn from their own mistake. Wise people learn from other people's mistake. So some of us have done business for over 15 years. We've made some mistakes. We've now figured out what works and what doesn't work. You can leverage on our ideas and even grow faster, accelerate faster. I know how many people, for example, have built so much wealth. I'm going to be bringing some of them during the webinar. A gentleman, his business was real estate. He sells real estate. The highest property he ever sold was less than 5 million in how many years he's been doing real estate. He joined my coaching early last year, and he set a goal that, okay, for the first time, I'm even going to do over $1 million. Do you know by March he had done over $10 million in sales? Right now he's about to close another $66 million deal. He's going to be coming to share a story live about what he learned from me, 10 things he learned from me, how he deployed it, and how that changed his life forever. So you're going to be meeting several people, sharing their story, and then you and I can then also start our journey together. And hopefully, you also be seeing my own mentors too, because it's not every father also has a father, right? So I will be showing you those me too. I'm following what they are teaching, and hopefully we start the year in a great note. Yeah.
Great. So guys, please, you have a lot to learn. We all have a lot to learn from this webinar. Like I've said, this promo is only for today. By tomorrow, if you go to register, they will tell you to bring $250, and don't come and cry my this thing that, oh, that thing is not free. Now it is free. Oh, go and register and take advantage. Baba, You have to coach me too, you know.
I don't coach. I don't coach people who have more money than I do. Freaky fathers, freaky daddies who have plenty money. They just give 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million to every freaky they see. I never reach that level.
Yes, so just before you go, because we have different people watching, even out of Nigeria, I want to just ask on their behalf, quickly, there are some of them that just have funds that they want to invest, maybe in one of your properties, that's GTEX properties, maybe Dubai, USA, even in Nigeria here. How can they go about it?
Well, so we have a platform called GVES. GVES is a fractional investment. It's a cooperative where you can fractionally invest whatever you have, even as low as ₦1 million. And sometimes I should put my account. You want to freaking me? Okay, please, I'll send it. But where even as low as ₦1 million, ₦2 million, you can invest, and we use that money to build more houses, to invest in properties all over the world. And every year we share profit together. As we make profit, we share together with you. And we're glad to know that in how many years we've been running the program, we've not defaulted once. There's been nobody who invested with GVEST and didn't get their returns. We're glad to say that we're proud of that, and that's part of what we trade as a business. Our integrity is important. Despite how difficult the economy has been, everybody who invested with us last year got their returns. I remember a woman, she was even worried. She invested over 40 million with us in Dubai as well. And she was worried for a Nigerian investment, Nigeria economy, inflation, will GTEX pay me my returns? When she got the money, you know, I remember calling her and said, Madam, you didn't say anything. No. This is my problem with you Nigerians. When things go well, you will not talk. It's when it goes bad, you come and shout, I want to calm me, want to shake critical. That's Baba, me don't be angry, critical. I'm grateful. Even me and my children want to even invest another 100 million. So we have a lot of people like that who have invested. And one of the things we enjoy at GTEX is credibility. I remember somebody bought a property from us, $1 million. I never saw him. We've never met. He's never met me. It was the day he came to collect key for his property that we met in our office here in Dubai. So we've enjoyed people really trusting us over the years, and we've also done our best. We're not perfect. There's no perfect company anywhere in the world, trust me. But we've done our best to, you know, with the integrity of our hearts. You know, and that's why we have a good name, and we intend to protect that name and continue to help as many investors as possible to build wealth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jesse. I have two more questions. One from them. A lot of people are asking, what time is the webinar?
So depend on where you are in the world. So I advise you just go to the website, and you'll be able to see what time it will be for your part of the world. But I think it's Farouk. If Farouk is here, me type the time. But I'll prefer that you go to the website and just see the time. Just go, once you sign up, www.stephenakitel.com/personal finance, you'll be able to see the time on that website, because we have different time zones. So you can then convert it to your own time zone. I think sometimes Zoom will automatically even help them convert it to their time zone.
Okay, great. Okay, sir. Finally, yes, from me, I know that GTEX is working on 1,000 units housing estates, right, across 8 different locations. So I want to know, for those in or out of Nigeria that want to invest in that or own properties among those units, how can they go about it?
So and thank you for that. We currently just launched our 1,000 housing unit. We're starting construction in March. and you have an opportunity to just deposit 5 million, and you can spread the rest in 3 years. So that, Mr. Macaroni, that you are. So we've made it, affordable, because you see people saying, I want to own my house, but the problem is that I don't have all the money to pay at once. So what we've done is say deposit 5 million and then spread the balance in 3 years. Now, what will have happened is that in that 3 years, the value will have gone up. For example, we know certain people who invested with us in housing, and the houses they paid for just last year, that was still going for 28 million. The value is over 50 million now, right? So you want to take advantage of things like this, because while construction is ongoing, the value is going up, and the locations are good locations. We have Ibejuleki. They are going to be launching the seaport, Dangote refinery. We have Asaba facing the express road. Abeokuta is just after Muhammadu Buhari express road. We have airport road in Abuja. So good locations that by the time in that 3 years, one, the value will have gone up. Two, you can rent it out even if you don't want to live there. GTES is willing to guarantee you that anybody who invests will help you rent out your property guaranteed, and will be sending your returns to you. We currently do that in Dubai. A lot of our clients in Dubai, the property they bought through us here in Dubai, we are the one that help them to get tenants. And as the tenant pay money, we wire their money to them wherever they are, because most of our clients in Dubai as well don't live in Dubai. So the same model we are doing in Nigeria, where rental income, tenants pay money, as they pay, you get your money sent to you anywhere in the world. And that's really how to become wealthy, because you want to invest in something that will now start bringing money on a consistent basis. But I've just posted the number to call, +234 8188 You can call that number or WhatsApp that number or email info@gtexhomes.com. We run 24/7 CRM, so you can call at whatever day or time, and or just send a WhatsApp message and select what exactly you need. Please note again, state your budget from the get-go. It's always important that you state exactly your budget, so that we don't waste our time. You keep, what do you think? I'm going here, I'm thinking there. No, let's go straight forward.
Yeah. For what you can,
exactly.
What you can afford.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you very much, DSA. Before I let you go, I'm just going to. Can I ask if they can also get the correct information from these contact details as to the webinar? Some people are just joining us and they might have missed. And since I've removed that link,
yeah, for the webinar, they should send a WhatsApp message, not call. If you just send a WhatsApp message, and I'm sure Farouk is here. He would probably tell this customer service to help you out with it.
Yes. So please, for all those that want to invest in any of GTEX Homes properties, for those, there's a current estate going on. There's a current plan going on, 1,000 housing estates, spread across 8 different locations. You can pick from anywhere, Lagos, Abeokuta, Asaba, different places, different locations. If you want to invest, just deposit 5 million naira, balance can spread for over 3 years. Am I correct?
Yes, absolutely. Over 3 years, you spread and you are a landlord. I mean, it's just the best way. You can't always have all the money at the beginning. Pay, deposit 5 million, spread the rest. Every month you pay small. In 3 years, you're a landlord. And it doesn't get better than that.
So that you will not say you are waiting for 100 million to buy a house, or 80 million, or 70
million.
People, with that 5
do you know how many people could have owned 2-bedroom 2 years ago when it was 28 million? Now it's 50-something million, 2-bedroom now in Lekki, in all these places. So why not just, and if they were wise, they would have started paying that 28 million small. right? Hence, they will not, the increment that is on it now will not affect them because they have started paying, you know.
Yes. Yes. So please, I'm seeing a lot of people still asking different questions. Just kindly send a mail or contact the number below. Is there. Just contact the number below and you'll get all the necessary information you require. Don't forget that the webinar, which people are supposed to pay $250 for, Dr. DSA has said, look, come and register for free, absolutely free. I'm not paying anything, any amount, provided you register today and use the promo code birthday0.
Absolutely.
Am I right, DSA?
Provided you use birthday0, yes. You are very much safe. I also want to emphasize, because sometimes you see analysis that leads to paralysis, and a lot of people have turned themselves to financial juggernauts. Inflation in Nigeria is not going to be forever. And when you do rental income real estate, what is happening is that you are getting rental income for the rest of your life. And it's only a matter of time before you get back the total money that you used to buy the property in the first place. It is when you choose to do short-term investment that you lose. And it's with every investment anywhere in the world. If you play the long game, you can never lose with real estate. You can never. If the market goes down a bit, it will come back again. As long as there's population growth. Lagos is going to be the largest city in the world. And in fact, Nigeria is going to produce 8th largest city in the world by the year 2100. So Nigeria population is growing massively over the years. And you realize that population growth influences, is always what influences real estate growth. So because the growth of Nigerian population keeps going higher, prices of real estate keep going higher to match up with whatever inflation you are talking about. And as long as you don't chicken out during a bad economy, inflation can't affect you, and you can't lose at the end of the day. It's if you see somebody say, oh, I bought a particular property when dollar was X amount, I sold it this year. The question is, why did you sell it this year? Who's your advisor? Why do you not wait till after election when the economy will have stabilized because a new government has come in before you sell? So these are wise ways. Again, we keep saying, don't go into investment without having people to guide you so that you don't play victim and turn yourself to analysis that leads to paralysis.
Analysis that leads to paralysis. Thank you so much, DSA. It's been a great time. It's been a great evening with you, and I hope everyone that joined this live video, even though I know some of them did not let me rest because I promised to freaky some accounts. Macaroni. But of course, those that have learned a lot, one or two things, have you to thank for that. So thank you so much. And hopefully on your birthday, we'll be there to celebrate with you.
If you can come to Dubai, I'm doing it in Dubai this year. It will be nice to have you.
Wow. Oh God, when?